What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. In this video, we have to talk about a new leaker emerging in the GTA 6 online atmosphere, I suppose. Chris Marks. And this guy is fully going for it with pretty much everything he's saying. He's very, very confident in himself. And, as I've said before, I'm kind of a confident, cocky kind of guy. So when I see somebody that's willing to literally risk his entire online reputation, you got to respect the man at least. You got to give him a little bit, right? Now, with that being said, that's where I'm at. So this is a guy who we're going to go through some of his tweets. He's incredibly confident. He is going all the way and saying, here's when we're going to see this game and all of this, preview kind of event stuff. He's all the way in. He's all the way in so much that he has to be either entirely right, or if he's wrong, it's game over. Now, he's only got like 6,000 followers. I assume as time goes on, like this month, technically we're not in October yet, but as October goes, I assume he's going to pick up more of a following, and that could be the reason why he's doing this, right? Kind of for clout. Maybe not, but he's going to pick up a following. If he's wrong, it's over. You don't come back from something, number one, as big as this, but number two, specifically with like GTA. And that's kind of the point as well. There's always a GTA leaker who comes up with stuff and is wrong. You get one like every month. In fact, there are some of those like fan GTA accounts that'll spread, and I mean, we've even talked about it, right? Like the wave mechanic stuff. And look, I want water physics, revolutionary water physics in this game more than truly everybody except for maybe Robert S. Pearson of PlayStation Access, okay? Him and me. But I've talked about it as a rumor. There are plenty of big accounts that push it as like factual things. So there's basically what I'm saying. There's a lot of garbage. There's a lot of clickbait. There's a lot of stating things as facts when they're actually just rumors and they could very well not be true. There's a lot of that in the GTA community. I don't think I'm saying anything, out of line. I don't think I'm saying anything that that many people don't know, okay? So let's read some of these very bold tweets from Chris Marks, one of which is one that I actually quote tweeted because it's like, all right, this guy's like going all the way in. I got to talk about it. So he says, I am pleased to confirm, which is hilarious, that the preview campaign for GTA 6 is underway, with Rockstar actively reaching out to journalists and influential figures within the industry. Previews of the game will be available shortly after or following the official announcement. I can unequivocally confirm that an announcement will be followed by previews very soon. Now, I'm laughing because I'm thinking of like the Reddit post, which was talking about this, where people were saying the game will follow, like the game's release will follow the game's announcement. Like some of the stuff in this guy's tweets are so blatantly like, well, obviously that's going to happen, right? So he tweets kind of weird. Now this, by the way, if you're saying Chris Marks, like maybe that sounds familiar, this is the guy who's talked about October 26th. I mentioned in the beginning, this guy's given it his all. He's given it the date. So he says October 26th, the game is going to get announced, okay? And this is important because he's tweeted that like hints are coming, that the game is going to be announced very soon, or obviously on October 26th. And the thing that came out today where 6 is in the background, and I mean, come on, it's either one of two things. Number one, they are trolling so freaking hard, or number two, it actually is leading to something, right? But he tweeted on that as well. He gave like the shrug emoji, and he did tweet, Rockstar will drop hints before the 26th. As I know, they're on total panic mode right now, likely working on putting down my leaks. He says a contentious and intense disagreement ensured between the CEO and Dan Houser, resulting in Mr. Houser's departure from Rockstar Games. They had a heated argument a few days before Dan left. What was the argument about? We'll talk about it after the 26th, so maybe something like heavily regarding GTA 6. I'm aware that disclosing information about GTA 6 carries significant responsibility, and failure to succeed in such leaks could mark the end of my career in my field. Despite the potential risks to my career, I've chosen to take this risk for a compelling reason. I could have chosen to remain silent given my relatively good track record, but I have chosen to proceed with this disclosure, and for good reason too. So look, I mean, we can keep going. The guy has tweeted a lot over the last couple days. I haven't said this yet, but I want to believe him. Like, there was a thing even I think a few weeks ago talking about the historical kind of like past years of October, or just, you know, the time frame when they would normally announce GTA games. Some other potential hints, like it is possible October is the month. Now, I've said the Game Awards. I know a lot of people have said it's not going to happen the Game Awards. That's fine. It's just, I've been saying it for so long, I feel like I have to see it through to the end. So if it's not at the Game Awards, I guess no big deal. But October is definitely a viable month. But here's the thing. Ultimately, every month has been viable. And I say this all the time. Like, they are so big. GTA is the biggest thing quite potentially on planet Earth. Like, it's maybe that and like Taylor Swift albums in terms of like pop culture. I really don't know if it gets any bigger. So they don't need anything. They don't need historical data to say, well, we normally announce in October. They can do it on a random Saturday, which is very uncommon. I don't think they would do that, but you could drop it Saturday at 1:52 p.m. and it wouldn't surprise me, because they could just do that. So where we're at is like, yeah, October is a potential, and this guy potentially could be right, but you could say that all the time. Now, that doesn't mean the guy is wrong, right? That's what's so, I guess, interesting about this entire thing. This guy is cocky. This guy is confident. I kind of like it. I also, you know, like I said before, and I guess like he said, see, when I said it earlier in this video, I didn't see his tweet. At least he knows. At least he's formally said out loud that he knows he's done. He will literally be done if this stuff is wrong. So I hope for his sake, in terms of like longevity, that it does happen on the 26th. I'd love to see it, because, you know, I get to cover it and we could talk about GTA for like the next year or so. And there's been other leakers that have talked about potential like release window for GTA 6. So look, I hope something happens. I keep saying this month. I mean, we're so close. Can I just round up and say this month? I really want something to happen. Obviously, I'm going to be keeping my eyes on it. Here's the final thing I'll say, maybe the most interesting part. As this month or October goes on, I feel like it would become more apparent, right? So like, while right now it's 50-50 that this guy is just a complete joke and making it up, or this guy is completely right? It's 50-50, you really don't know. If these kind of signs or hints continue, you know, he mentioned the hints and the 6 in the picture, right? If it keeps happening like daily, if it really builds up like that, then yes, you're gonna, I think we're smart enough. I think there's enough like internet investigators where we will figure it out, most likely before it happens. I just think in this day and age, it would be very hard to kind of keep it secure and keep it a complete surprise. I feel like you would know like a few days before it happens, or you'd be able to almost like sense it a few weeks before. So hopefully as October goes, you'd get a clearer picture. And then obviously if October comes and goes and nothing happens, this guy's done. And I guess you just take that with you going forward. I don't really even know what you do with that info, but this guy obviously would no longer have an internet career. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.